Hi, my name is Jason Dill, a GRC manager with Templar Shield. Today, I'm going to show you how we can leverage the intelligence aspect of OpenAI to draft and update your internal company policies. We're going to do that within the Policy and Compliance Management Workspace. So if I come down here to my virtual agent chat, I'll be prompted with a request of what can I help you out with today. So I'm going to select Policy Management. Now the next prompt from the virtual agent is going to be, what would I like to do? Now we do have the ability to create a new policy or to enhance an existing policy. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a new policy. Now, once I select that I want to create a new policy, I'm going to provide a title for the policy that I want created. So in this case, I'm going to select password policy. So we're drafting our password policy. Now at this point, I'm going to get prompted again to confirm that I want to write a detailed policy for password. Does that look right? Yes. So at this point, the integration between compliance management and OpenAI is going to start drafting a policy text. Now this will take about 30 seconds to a minute and a half to update. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording for a moment and then bring it back once we have our policy text. Okay, now this took just about 45 seconds to populate, just under a minute, and you'll see that now I have a password policy. This policy outlines the guidelines and requirements for creating and maintaining strong passwords. So at this point, it gives me some password complexity options, password protection, password management, password storage, password expiration, and of course, failure to comply with the password policy may result in disciplinary action. So would I like to create a new policy with this content? Well, now I can make some decisions here. So for instance, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say no, and I am going to prompt the virtual agent to change the suggested content to update the bullet points to be numbered and provide a policy expiration date of one year from we'll go August 29th, 2023. So at this point, the solution is going to prompt me, is that what you want to do? Update bullet points to numbered and provide a policy expiration date. So I'm going to say yes. So now it's going to take another 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute, to update the policy text. So again, I'm going to pause the video for a moment and let the system create the new policy text. Okay, we're back and we have updated password policy, and you'll notice that the bullet points are now numbered. All the bullet points are now numbered. And do I have an expiration? Well, the policy is effective from August 29th, 2023 and will expire on August 29th, 2024. So now the solution wants to prompt me, do I want to create the new policy? Yes. So at this point, the solution is creating a new policy record in the policy table, and you'll notice that it has the policy number of 20079. So let's go ahead and open this record, and you'll see that we do have a new tab open within the Compliance Workspace, and we're going to advance directly to that policy record. The policy record 20079 is populated, and we can come to the policy text. And at this point, I can start making any updates that I want to this policy as I deem appropriate. At this point, I could even come into my details and I could populate the type of policy that this is. It's a policy or a procedure or standard. We'll call it standard. And then I could describe who the owner group is, any approvers, who's going to review this. We'll say Able Tutor is going to review it. And then I can use the out-of-the-box workflow to request the approval. Oh, I need to put the valid to. Valid to my expiration date. So at this point, the record is going to go into the life cycle for this this policy, and I'm requesting review from Able Tutor. Draft, review, awaiting approval, published, retired. And that is how we could create a new policy. Now, what if we need to update next year? It's time to update our policies. So back at the Compliance Management Workspace, I'm going to go ahead and say, ask the virtual agent for assistance. And I'm going to go into Policy Management again, but this time I'm going to enhance an existing policy. So now I'm going to get prompted with the policies that are in my system, such as like data security policy, any of our published policies. Would you like to enhance it? Yes. So at this point, the platform is going to look, it's going to pull in the policy text, and then I'm going to be prompted to enhance this policy. So I'm going to pause it for a moment as the system refreshes, and here we go. So, would you like to enhance this policy to include a statement on the importance of employee accountability, provide clear guidelines, specify frequency of data, security awareness and training? So these are the suggestions. Would I like to utilize these suggestions on the policy record? Yes. Would you like the suggestions added to the comments or the policy text? I'm going to go ahead and update the policy text, but you could select the comments and populate the new sections, the new suggestions in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and select policy text. And then this is going to take about a minute to do, so I'm going to pause the video and come back once the policy text is updated. Okay, so here is our new policy, the new revised policy. We have a data security policy. Let's get back up to the top, and you'll see the bullet points are numbered following our process and our format. And all of the new suggestions are embedded into this. And the question is, do I want to use this text to update the policy? Or I can make further modifications. If I select modify text, I can make suggestions back to OpenAI to update the text, or I could just use this text to update my existing policy. Now at this point, the platform is going to update the existing policy, and we could even open this new policy, and this policy will open up in a separate tab, and we will also be able to push this updated policy through its life cycle. And you'll notice that there is a policy history here showing the last time we edited the policy, and then here is the policy with the new policy text. And this is how we can leverage OpenAI in policy management in the Now platform to give you an AI policy assistant. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at info@templarshield.com. Thank you.